Trading. Nope.
Exactly.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, hello.
Hey, y'all.
How's it going? All right, let me get my watch party going. There we are. All right.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday,
Happy
everybody.
Thursday. There we go. Now I got it. Join us. All right. I have started the watch party.
Yay.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We are going to get started. We are the Women of Enrichment, and super excited to come to you today. I am Monda, and we've got Toy, and we've got Shay, and we've got Chrissy Pips. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are coming to you every Tuesday and Thursday just to talk about our life, our stories, our and what we're doing. We came together under the mastermind of Curtis Cobain with I Am Mastery Academy, and we are super excited about our lives, where we're going, and also, all the stuff we've learned and we want to share with you. The purpose of this is really just to share our perspectives. We all have come from different backgrounds. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and Toy and Shay are in Atlanta, Georgia, and Chrissy Pips is in Detroit, Michigan. So we're all over the country, but we want to come to you and just talk today about our perspectives in terms of trading, as well as our perspectives in terms of life. So let me make sure everything is turned down. I don't hear an echo. There we go. All right. So today we're going to talk about our whys for trading. When people talk about whys, they always talk about, what's your why? Why are you here? What's your purpose? And trading, I think when we all share, we're going to share how we got involved with trading, or, what we saw, why we decided to get involved with trading. Trading really has become something bigger than us. And while I would say we probably all love it, it is something that is a means to something greater. And we hope that you see that from our personal perspectives. And I wanted to share today, we all kind of take turns on sharing. And I wanted to share today because today is my mother's, it would have been her 73rd birthday. So she died in 2012, passed away in 2012.
Happy birthday.
And, I always try to do something to honor her. She was a phenomenal woman. If you knew her, you would love her. She was so generous, super generous person, but she was so honest and blunt. She made me to be the leader and the person that I am today. But she was she was an international public affairs manager for Ford Motor Company, worked there for over 30 years. And so, I think about my mother's life and all the sacrifices that she made. She put so many people through college, bought them vehicles and paid college tuition, not just me and my brother, other people. And she did not get to where she was, one of the leading Black women in journalism, one of the founding members of NABJ, the Journalism Association for African Americans. She didn't get there because she was focused on herself. She got there because she was really focused on other people. She was, got a master's degree, and my father also has a master's degree, but one of the only people in their family of her brothers and sisters to excel that far in education. And so she did it, and she helped her whole family. She helped everybody around her. And just looking back at her life, even though she passed away young, it was unfortunate that she passed away so young. I mean, at 60 some years old. So I think about her life, but all the sacrifices that she made. And every day as moms, as people, we make sacrifices. Hopefully we don't live for ourselves. And that's what really trading for me has done. Trading has given me the ability to have financial freedom so that I can help the next generation. And I was going to put this, do the live in my nursery, but this day has gotten away from me because I said, why am I doing this? My why is to have financial freedom so that I can help others. I can help the kingdom of God. I can help my lineage, which is we're going to adapt. So this is part of the reason that we want to do it.
Nice.
And so that we can live a better life, and I can help more people. So I'm going to pause there on my monologue and just ask our distinguished panel today, what is your why for trading? What made you decide? You said, what, this is what I'm going to do, and this is why I want to do it. So let's start with Shay.
Okay. Well, for me, it's kind of like a journey, and it all kind of meshes and it all makes sense at once. It's like trading came at a point in my life when things were kind of like chaotic and scary at the same time. I was just newly diagnosed with breast cancer. Mm-hmm. And when you go through something like that, you start to think, okay, what did I leave behind? What am I doing? Having to go to work and, going to treatment at the same time was like something I'm not doing something right here. I should be able to stay home. And it wasn't that my job was wonderful. They were great, but it was also the same idea that I still needed to go to work to have some insurance. I still needed to go to work in order to, thing. And I was like, okay, when I get on the other side of this, how do I not put myself in a situation where I have to depend and have to work on stuff? And so it all kind of came together. And it was like, how God works is that he starts lining things up, and it's either you're going to pay attention or you're not. And so trading came at a time was like, because what I've been doing didn't help me in the situation when I needed to, right? So it's just like, okay, I have to do a shift. And it was like signs were coming all over the place, like, you need to do this. You need to listen about, the Forex was coming like left and right. And, Latoya and I talked about it all the time. We was like, we didn't know what this Forex thing is, but it keeps popping up. It just keeps coming and penetrating somewhere in our life. And I was like, okay, we need to listen. We need to do something. And so that's how it came. And then it was like, I have 2 children, and it was like, what did I really leave behind? Like, they're going to be okay, right? Because you got insurance and stuff like that. But did I leave them generational wealth? Did I leave them with something that they're not, one of my mentors and our leader, Lawrence Young, used to say, are they going to have to work from dark 30 to dark 30? We don't want that for our family. So it's just like, okay, we have to do something different. And it just came into place. And I loved it from day one. Like, there wasn't a day that was like, am I doing the right thing? It's fun. It's been fun, and it continues to be fun. So that's basically all wrapped up for me.
Good. I love it. Chrissy Pips, what's your why? Why did you decide upon trading?
Like, I would rather fail at doing something new than continue to succeed at what I was doing. Like, Shay loves her job. Not.
You said not so much.
No, like, I was diagnosed deep depressed, like clinical depression, anxiety disorder from work. Yeah. So it would get to the point where I would reach out for the door handle and tears would just start rolling down my eyes.
Oh no.
Wow.
So it was do something different or die.
Wow.
Like, that's how bad I crashed my car on the freeway, like in traffic, because I had an anxiety attack on 690.
Wow.
Tore my whole car up. Like,
wow.
You're not the only one. I'm sure that there's people listening that don't like their jobs but feel stuck.
Right. I had money in my 401k. I yelled at Kurt about it for like 4 months. I talked to him for 2 months. But yeah, it came to my birthday is the 24th of August. On the 26th of August last year, that was my last day of work.
Wow.
I got up, I left, I'm not going back. I can't go back. Like, Toy, the picture that you sent me the other day, you're unemployable, so am I.
I love it.
Yeah, like I had to do something different. And just like Shay said, like, what am I leaving behind for my son?
Right.
What am I teaching him? Because as a parent, I want my son to be better than me, not from a selfish or a position of having things. I want him to know more than I knew. I want him to be willing to take more chances than I took. Like, I want him to be able to explore and see more than I did, right? So how else am I going to do that?
Right.
So this is the answer to that question for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm going to come back to you in just a second, but Toy, tell us your why. And I got a follow-up question for you, Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My why, I don't have like a legacy yet. So my why was more of a like, why not?
Right.
You know,
That's
it was
good.
like this
That's good.
opportunity is like right here. It's amazing. People are winning. I don't have to change my whole life in order to participate in this space. I don't have to, if I did love my job, I wouldn't have to quit my job in order to like change gears in order to be, participate in this area. So when the opportunity came to me, I was at a wealth conference. Like, it was a whole bunch of different opportunities that they were presenting. And this one, I drew to this one because the selfish, cancer, crab in the shell, leave me alone type of person that I can be, you don't need anybody but yourself to trade. Like, you can learn and everything, you mastermind. Okay, that's fantastic. But once you understand the skill, you could go live on an island in the woods. As long as you got internet and cell phone, you're good to go. So that was very appealing to me because I have that about my personality. And that's just like me. And then like the outside worldly things, like corporate America doesn't like me. I've had horrible experiences in corporate America, just terrible. So that's another conversation, but it's just been horrible for me, terrible. So I had to get out, or I may have, evolved into a Chrissy where I was accepting depression and being like, I'm going to kill somebody or hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do this anymore. So that was where I was with, that's my why. And what's keeping me in trading? Because come on now, you gotta stay in it. Every day ain't Christmas. Right. But what's keeping me in it now is that I want to build that legacy. I want to have, wealth, that goes generations beyond my life. I want to have, just, my mother has this saying that, she wants to go where peaceful waters flow. Mm-hmm. Like, I just want to be in a place where financially I'm not burdened. I know that life will throw different things at you, but if I can take care of the financial burdens, then, I feel like that would be one check success. I did it. All right, let's go. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's so good. I loved all of those.
Yeah.
And it shows you that no matter where you are in life, you could be single by yourself. You could be a mom. You could be married. There is something inside all of us that is greater than where we are. And trading gives you a means to that end. And so I want everyone that's listening. Sometimes we always think about, the immediate, what's going on immediately with my life. I got to pay this to get involved, but it's bigger than that. It's so much bigger than what you're going to pay for the investment. You're going to invest in yourself. So let's talk about, I love how you said something, Christina, that was good, that you wanted to create generational wealth. And for you and Shay, being mothers, what type of maternal instinct do you have that you want to leave something for your children? And how is trading going to do that? What are you giving your kids by trading that maybe you're not going to give them in a corporate job?
You want to take it first, Shay?
I'll take it. So for me, it was your children tend to emulate what you do. So it was one of those. It was first. I figured in the beginning was I'm going to learn it. I'm going to make some money, and I'm going to leave it. Right. Then I thought, no, you don't want to leave with the knowledge, right? So you want to teach them, or you want them to watch what you're doing. And sometimes they're like, at the beginning was like, what are you doing? Nah, we good. You know what I'm saying? So, because my kids are a lot older. And so it is now like even my daughter just started like really trying to trade and loves it herself. And it was one of those, it's like, yes, you need to know this so that you can teach it to your children and so on and so forth. So it didn't become more about that's because initially you just want to like, let's make this quick money. The banks are doing it. Let me get in and learn this and make this quick money right here and just leave it there. But, you can leave all the money for your children. They'll, once you're gone, they'll do with it whatever they want, right? But if you leave the skill with them, they can decide, even if they don't hone into it in the beginning, somewhere they're going to have this to fall back on. Because I wish somebody taught this to me. You know what I'm saying? So that in the moments, even if I decided at one point, like I love corporate America, I really don't, but if I do, right? I don't want to leave my job and I still want on the side to do this. Like when I was going through chemo, I could just sit back and say, I'm going to take 6 months off. And, I don't have to worry about no income. I don't have to tap into no 401k. I can just sit at the computer, for a couple of hours, put in some trades and then be done.
Right.
So then at least I have the choice. And that was the choice.
Trading gives you options.
Yes, it always gives you options. So that was the difference when you're looking at the children, you're like, okay, I can leave you a good State Farm insurance. And then when you blow through that, then what?
Right.
You back working a 9 to 5.
Dark 30 to dark 30.
What about you, Christina?
So the biggest question for me is what was left for me? Like
she looking
like that's what was left for me, right? Between both parents, my grandparents. So I don't want my son to be in that situation.
Right.
So I don't, he's learning trading and everything now. I like the fact that he's interested, but I felt stupid when I got around, like when I actually got a real job, a career where I wanted to retire from, right? I felt stupid because I didn't know about a 401k. I didn't have a good understanding about my finances and how they work, like intricate details that I should know. I didn't know. So for me, trading has forced me to learn a lot about money in general, how it moves, how it works, where it comes from, where it goes. And that's what I want my son to learn, because I feel like if I had known some of this stuff earlier on, there's some mistakes that I definitely wouldn't have made. And I would rather him live vicariously through my mistakes and have the knowledge than to go through making those mistakes. Like at least if he does, he knows how to recover from them.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was like, I didn't have that. I had a struggle recovery.
Hey, listen.
All of us.
It happens. It really does. Listen. But thank you for being honest. It's interesting. Last night, when you talk about finances, last night we have, when you were a part of I Am Master Academy, you have access to live educators that train, they teach, they give signals, everything, over 100 different educators. Then you also have on-demand recordings. I call them like our archive of YouTube, archive of all these trainings that you have access to. But last night, Curtis Cobain was on and he was talking about just the different types of cryptocurrencies. And so I went into my wallet while he was on, like, which ones do I need to have? I need some more. Let me get it together. But some of them, I mean, like I'm earning interest every 3 days. I'm getting 8% interest on some of my crypto. I was like, wait a minute, let me double down on this one. 8%. Some 401ks don't even get 8%. Right. If you're older and you're thinking about like, oh, well, I put my stuff in bonds, I'm going to get like 2 to 3, 4% interest max. You get these cryptos are like 8.75% interest. Yeah. I mean, and that's the type of education that we get that's life changing. I mean, it's totally life-changing. It's financially life-changing.
Yeah. And it starts to kick in because like yesterday, my sister was here and we were hanging out and, I got her to get her Coinbase and her Exodus wallet and all that good stuff. And then, we went to go get something to eat and we were driving the car. She was like, you know what? It's a good thing that you joined I Am because I wouldn't have had not known anything about cryptocurrency and now exited. And she all cute talking about, so Tezos is the one I need to stay. Look at you. Look at you. You know, and it felt good. It felt good because it was one of those that I was able to share with my family. So it doesn't even just lead into, you know, my children, but it's like my sister, and then she could share that with her daughters and so on and so forth. So it was a good space to say that, yeah, we're doing this, and, you know, and we're helping even our community. Like, you know, our community, a lot of, you know, that look like us don't know anything about it. So we have to all be able to be the champion for these things and go out and do it. Like, I know Toya be like, come on, my people.
It's true. It's true. It's very true. That's a good point. You know, has African Americans, we're all African Americans. African Americans, we have, you know, we haven't progressed economically. And that's what we talked about on Tuesday. We haven't progressed economically as well as we should have. And I say should have because we should be further along. Right. But for me, trading has given me a bigger vision. Have you all seen that? And has it opened your eyes to new dreams and new desires and things like that? Toy, we'll start with you. Like, do you feel like your why? Do you feel like your vision is bigger since you started trading? Like there's more possibilities?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. You know, the leader of our mastermind, Curtis, he talks about that all the time. One of our slogans is think much bigger, much sooner. So absolutely, it's I have written. How you say that?
Written?
No, I have read. I have read.
Make no words today.
Right.
I have read so many books that are like about your mindset and, you know, focusing on your goals and how to get in practice of focusing on your goals. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Think and Grow Rich. And if I wasn't a part of this mastermind and it, you know, surrounded by people who want the absolute best of the best, they want the top, you know, I wouldn't have those conversations. You know, they say if you are around, you know, 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th one. And then vice versa. If you're around 5 wealthy people, you're going to be the 6th wealthy person. It's like I had to pick my team. So I picked the I Am Mastery Academy team, you know, because here it sounds so cliche, but everybody is winning in some way, shape, form, or fashion. One of our mastermind brothers, he just started with our mastermind maybe 3 months ago, and he's in high frequency, and he went for like 8 out of 10.
Come on.
In high frequency. He hit back to back to back. And he was like, yeah, I did that in about 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And that type of experience, being around these people, having the confidence to say, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that's just boom, boom, boom. And he's just executing and walking in that greatness is amazing. So yes, it has absolutely expanded my mind. I see so many Black men doing amazing things, from things in their community, like David Imonitie, who is Nigerian. He's, you know, cleaning the water in his country, to you know, Lawrence and Tamara Young, who has all of these chairmen under them that are, you know, bringing people literally up from poverty. So just to literally see and have people's telephone numbers in your phone that you can call and ask for advice that make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Yes, your mind absolutely expands, because how could it not? You know, that muscle is just being exercised because everybody around you is just pushing you to greatness. Like everybody, you get on, go live, pushing you to greatness. All of the educators, after they give you a trade idea, then they educate you, and then they chastise you for not studying. And you know, they're like, did you do your homework? Like, let's go. Like, this is serious business. I care about you and your children's children. Mm-hmm. And that's like the message that you hear constantly, period. I don't care who's go live you jump on. it's even in the messages when we look at Swipe Coin and, we get our swipe trades and, they give little messages like, this is what I'm looking at. And it's still like a positive message, like, let's go family. Like, yeah, let's go family. So yes, your mind can only be expanded in this space because that's literally what we do all day, every day. So yes, absolutely.
That's so good, Toy, because with COVID and this pandemic, it has really caused us to be more insulated. I mean, I know I live in Florida. It's a little bit more free. Like you can go to a restaurant, but it might not be open very late. It's a little bit more free, but we are so insulated. And right now people are seeking community. And what you get with I Am Mastery Academy is that community. It's that community that is not a bunch of broke people, but a bunch of people that want to progress. They all want financial freedom, and they all want everyone to see better. What I love about trading, and just personally for me, is that it's not a pie mentality. Me and Chrissy could be on the same trade and make the same money. She can actually make more money because her lot size is bigger, or Toy can make even more money because her lot size would be even bigger. And the broker would still have to pay us out.
Right. Everyone wins. Everybody
wins. Everybody wins. And that's the beauty of trading and what makes it so powerful. And I love what Shay said when we first started. She said, I love it. Would you all say that you love trading? And did you start from like birth knowing that you were going to love trading? What was that about? Like, what made you love this?
I love it now. I love it now. Like, it's like learning a brand new language, but the benefit is that you know some of the words that are involved, right? But like just going to the first event that I went to in Dallas, I've never seen so many strangers that wanted to see me succeed in my life. Wow. Like just everybody, I was having random conversations with everybody in the hallway. Just from all over the world, everywhere, from different levels, from jail to Yale, and thoughtful, just crazy, just creative conversations with people. And that's part of the reason why I stuck around, because I'm in a community full of people who all are moving in the same direction. I absolutely love it. Like I can knock on anybody's door, aka send them a message and get an answer, get some help. And I love that.
Yeah. That's so true. I love that you said that. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be an Ivy League educated person, or you can be in jail or not in jail. Listen, this is no respecter of persons. I mean, you can learn to trade. You can learn to better your life. And everybody, everybody wants more money.
Yep.
There are some chairman 100s in the company that have come from jail.
Listen,
reform their lives, and this is what they do now. That's a nice
and I'm not mad at them.
Right?
I haven't been to jail, but I want to be a chairman. So listen, I'm following whatever they do, their method and their model, because it works.
Right? There's no limitations because there's so many people in the company. You can find what you need somewhere. All you have to do is ask the question.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, and we have leaders and chairmen that are in countries that are considered poor in the poverty level, and these people are making like bank, and so their why supersedes a lot of our whys, right? Yeah. And they go in and they still have the opportunity to make something great, with the opportunities that we offer here. So when you ask if you always loved it, I always loved it only in the beginning because it was something new to me. And I love challenge and I love something new. And I know that it's going to benefit me. And you can't take that away from me. I'm all in. Yeah. So knowing it every day. Of course, no one knew about it from birth. I mean, there's grown people, even if you mention it to them now, don't want to hear about it. So it's not for everybody. It's not for you can't take everybody with you. Because they're not ready to receive it. It's foreign. They don't trust. We have a problem with trusting each other. We have a problem with something new. We want to keep doing the same thing and wonder why we're in the same position. So it's hard to even convince our own people, our own family, people that that are around us every day, to tell them, listen, this is it. And don't worry about where I am with it. Yeah. Don't worry about where I am with it. You can take it and run and take it further than I do. You know what I'm saying? I my favorite saying is Jay-Z's, what I eat don't make you. So I can present it to you and you can take it and run. Like Toya mentioned, the young man that started 3 months ago. 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I could say that I'm in here almost 2 years. And then what he decided to hone in and focus on for 3 months got him in the game. I'm not mad at him.
Nope.
Right.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Toy, did you have anything to say about that? No. about your love for it. But no, I got another question if you don't. I got one, that's good. Is trading your end game? Will you do this? Is this your end? Will you do this forever and ever?
Not the way that I'm currently doing it. I want to get in that big boy thing where I'm like sitting in the trade for a year and I'm just now I'm more of a hectic like trader. Sometimes it's not that bad, but yes, trading is it. Like, why would I do anything else? Like, of course, I want to have different investment things that I get into. Like, trading will allow me to pursue my passion, or like I really enjoy yoga and I'm going to school and to learn and to teach yoga. So if I can have like a yoga studio where I don't even have to charge people, just come on, let's loosen up and get well together, I'll do that. I think Monda, you said it, like my church community, I would love to, build up my church and all that stuff and take care of my mother. My mother is blind. I have stuff to do, you know what I mean? And I need time, I need freedom, flexibility. So is trading the end game? Absolutely, positively, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes.
I love it. Yeah, we all have stuff to do and people to take care of, things that are going on. And this is a great means to be able to get that done. Well, let me ask you, Chrissy Pips, what is trading your end game?
Nope.
No.
I know I love food.
That's right, Chrissy Pips.
I want a restaurant. I want to open up a restaurant. I want to open up a restaurant, and I want to be a food critic. And it's going to take me to do both of those things. This gives me an just unlimited amount of income, so I can do whatever I want to.
That's right.
Like, food is it. Like, I'd rather be sitting in my restaurant in like my little booth, trading, eating good food. Like,
yes,
that's like my vision of my retirement.
See, Chrissy is the one that you hate on because she's like can eat whatever. She sent me all these pictures of all these fattening foods, and then she's like super small.
Right.
I'm like, that looks good, but I can only eat like a little teaspoon.
Right, I can't even smell it.
Right. I look at it and gain weight. No. Just look at that plate. I scroll past her plate of food because I'll gain weight just scrolling, like just scroll a little bit. Like, no,
scroll past the IG post.
Yeah.
I love it. Shay, is this your end game?
Not my end game, but the pathway to everything that I need. So, will I ever stop trading? I don't think so, because there's
why
never leaving money on the table. And then when like Toya said, when it gets to a point where you're just sitting in a trade for a year and let it do what it do, or I just go in and quickly put in a trade, no sweat, no tears, and then you just go in like she said. Right now it's a little bit like, oh Lord Jesus, you're still a little nervous and still because you dealing, it's you the banks, the retailers, so you still kind of, but when you get your mojo and they get it, but it's going to lead to a lot of things that's going to give me my time back, which is we have somebody on our team that is dealing with some serious health challenges. She has actually on the list for a double lung transplant, and trading has given her the ability to cause her family to have the financial freedom so that she can do what she needs to do and take care of her health. And she was in the hospital trading, doing fast track calls. I mean, she's a beast. I mean, that's serious. I like that.
there's always life. There's always people dealing with COVID, people dealing with cancer, people dealing with, transplant issues. But there is no better time for people to get into trading than now. Like,
Right.
why keep waiting when money is waiting for you?
Right. Because now you're kind of stuck in the house. Like today, I was at the pool, right? I'm sitting by the pool and laptop in hand, and I was on I Am Academy watching, on demand. So you could watch what it is, and it like where are you going? This you can't go nowhere. So this is like the best place
unless you're in Florida.
Unless you're in Florida. Well, you don't want to go to Florida. Florida a little hot over there. But
we all right. I'm saying, wash my hands.
Wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? But no, this opportunity. Yeah, you're sitting down. So take the opportunity to take that time and learn a skill.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So yes. Well, I think this was a fantastic discussion. I mean, I love the fact that you guys are you got your training, you're successful. We are strong, powerful, dynamic women, African-American women that have realized that financial freedom can come through this means. It's not our end game, but is a means to an end. And I'm just so excited because at the end of the day, trading is bigger than all of us, and we all have a why. We all have a purpose on the inside of us. And by establishing and having some financial freedom, you can achieve that purpose that God is intended for you to have. So it is super awesome. Anybody have any final comments or other things they want to share?
You at home, come to a meeting.
That's right.
It's like 30 minutes. You only got to leave the couch or put on pants.
Don't be telling the secret.
I would like to tell people's business.
You see her telling you know who did it. I
Whatever.
That's so true. Like, call us, contact us, DM us, get in touch with us. Don't delay. Like, what are you waiting for? You're
at least find out.
Waiting for
at least find out. Then you can do whatever you want to do with the information, but at least know. You know what I'm saying? Then you can make a decision on what you want to do after you have the information. Don't just say, "Nah, I don't know. I don't want to know."
Decision.
And then you mad when I'm on my private island, and then talk about, I tried to tell you, didn't want to listen.
Right. I've told some friends, like, listen, I'm gonna be flying to Paris for the weekend. That was before COVID, but I'm just saying I'm gonna fly to Paris for the weekend, and like, if you don't, I mean, I could pay for you, but you probably want to pay for yourself.
No, I ain't paying for you either. The way I was fighting with that broker the other day, I ain't paying for you.
Like, you know what?
It's hard work.
You know how many days I woke up in the red and cried?
Come on,
yelling at the phone.
You haven't been through my sweat and tears.
Right. Like, this is not like hitting the lottery. I didn't wake up, scratch a ticket, and I was rich. No, I cried. I got frustrated. It was the ugly cries, like Kurt call it. Like, I ugly cried some days trying to get to where I am.
Or sleep.
Right. Like, to this day, sleep schedule still thrown off. Can't go to bed after 3:00 in the morning. Why? Because I'm not watching the London.
No, I go to sleep, but 4:00 every day.
Bright-eyed, bushy tail.
Every day. I'm looking away because I was in the trade. My thing went off and said move, stop, loss, and profit. I'm like, all right, I'm about to do it. As I'm trying to get the app open, shot up the other way. So I'm like,
oh wow.
So I'm trying to, like, my facial expression is trying to be like,
I'm normal, but I'm making money.
It's like, come on,
go.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm so grateful that I've I don't want to say found you, but I've been able to connect with you all. I mean, being in IM has not only broadened it. I mean, I talk with Kieran in the UK all the time. We're like, hey, have you made P5000 yet? Let's go. You know,
Right.
I'm so grateful that we are all around each other and can celebrate each other and can push each other. And we always want the best for each other. We all,
Yes.
you know, I was talking with Puma, who's in our mastermind, like, you get your crypto yet?
Yeah.
Of course, we already got it all, but I'm so grateful for you all, and I'm just thankful for you all.
Same here. Same here.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
So, I was just gonna say, with us using the StreamYard service, I don't know exactly how it works, but I can't see comments. So people who are not a part of trading, not a part of iMastery Academy, if you put in the comments, let us know what's your apprehension of making money. Like literally, what's your apprehension of making money? That's the question. What is your apprehension of making money? We're not asking you to sell your booty. We're not asking you to do anything outrageous. The booty, I mean, like, that's the only thing, you know, there's a few things, but that's one thing that I'm like, oh, heck no. Like, you don't even got to talk to me about that. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we have conversations in this space, that's the reaction we get. Oh, no. But
not everybody got booty. Not everybody got enough booty.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think is really funny? I think the price point throws people off, but I think the price point only throws people off who don't listen well. Because nobody on my team came in thinking that they was gonna pay $200 a month. Like when we had the conversation, you understood what 2 and free was. Like, that's important, because as you're learning, get some of your friends, family to come learn with you.
That's right.
If you get 2 of them to come learn with you, you learn at no cost.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If they want to learn at no cost, get them to bring 2 people too.
Right.
And then you get a residual income.
That's right.
So now you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and you got more income, but you think you spending money. And that's what throws people off, is they think that there's an expense. If you go to Wayne State, or when Wayne State was doing the classes, you were paying $3,000 for a semester of what we do in 3 weeks.
That's right.
So the price point, like, get over it. Y'all spend more than that going to the gas station, going to the liquor store, going to the grocery store and buying cookies, because I know I do it. Y'all spend that money, but you don't have a way to get it back, do you?
That's right.
Right.
We giving you a way to get it back. We showing
to
you
be
how to get it back.
And honestly, people just need to value themselves enough and value the future that they have and invest in themselves.
Right.
You know, when you do that, it's a no-brainer. Like, I'm worthy of making an investment in myself so that I can better myself and learn a skill and make money.
And when you invested in yourself, is there anybody that can take that investment back from you?
Nope.
You got it for life.
Absolutely.
And now that you got it, you can pass it down.
Absolutely.
Toy Shay, can anybody take that investment that you made from you?
Try if you can. Try if you can. Try.
Like, once you get the skill, you have the skill for life. This market's been around for hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
We are late to the party.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to be tired of being late to the party at one point in time. It's got to come to a point where you're like, you know what? I don't want to be late this time.
So I'm gonna get there early.
Listen, 30 minutes, just come see what it is and make an informed decision before passing judgment on it, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. Just in this one company, you can make 5 sources of income.
Yeah.
But you got to come to a meeting to find out how.
That's right.
Serious business. And you know what? You're worth it. You know, I compare this space, IM Mastery Academy. The mastery part is deep. It's deeper than trading. I'm gonna just leave that on the table. But I compare it to losing weight, because people will be so unhappy in the body that they have let themselves go or whatever, and they'll be so unhappy in that body, but they will continue to eat potato chips and cookies. And it's like, when are you worth it to say no? Right? Like, when are you worth it to say, you know what? I'm worth learning this skill that has been hidden from me for up until the last 10 years. Let's just talk about it, be serious, right? And I'm worth it. I'm worth learning a skill that can set me free. Just like when you were 18 and 65% of my graduating class became some form of a nurse. You all wanted to do that. You went and got that education because somebody said you're gonna make $50,000, $60,000 a year, and your 18-year-old mind was like, jackpot. Mm-hmm. And then you get the 50, 60,000 is great. You have a nice life, but why did you have more courage and more oomph and more fire to have more at 18 that you do at 35 or 45 or 55? Never stop learning. Never, ever, ever stop learning. Just don't. We have someone in our mastermind. Her name is Judy. She's well of a particular age, and she's so open to learn. She's learning from our mentor, and she gives him all the props and all the credit in the world, and she literally could be his mother. So that would be my final thought, is to think about your own worth. Like, you are worth it. You are worth anything that you're willing to pay for. Right. You're worth it. If you want to lose weight, you need to go to GNC and get your protein powder and it's $50. You would do that if that's what you made your mind up to do. We pay internet and cable. We got all kinds of HBO, Showtime, this, that package. You open up that bill, it's $400. You pay it. You pay it with no problem. This is a fraction of the cost. Right. Every year when you add up the monthly subscription, it's like $2,500 for the entire year. Right. You can't even go to some community colleges for that amount, Right. So
right.
Yeah, and you can get your return as you're going to school. So like, it's like you go into college and you got a part-time job, but you don't really have to leave your part-time job, and then your part-time job isn't $7.50 an hour. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just a win. So I know that I look forward to reading you guys' comments. I always reply to comments because I would like to know, I've heard, I don't like numbers. Well, we don't really do a lot with numbers. We're looking at lines on the
dyslexic. I have dyslexia. So numbers move for me. Like numbers, words move around. This, if I can do it, and Judy just said the same thing. She said, shucks, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But
right.
Like,
yes, Judy.
If y'all are thinking that you have a limitation, you keep giving your limitations that power, those limitations are going to stay there.
Yeah.
Give the positive things in your life that you want that energy, and start bringing those things to fruition. Start manifesting those things.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, you have to believe in your why bigger and make that bigger than any obstacle, any limitation, and just go for it. You've got to go for it. You've got to believe in yourself. You got to give yourself time to fail and then succeed. Most people fail one time and they give up. But if you the Bible always says you can't give up, cave in, or quit, and you'll reap what you're going to get. You're going to get your reward. Right. So, make sure you don't give up and contact us. I mean, this has changed our lives. It's been awesome. It's been amazing. And I'm just so grateful that we've had this time today and we're able to connect, and we want to help you. I always say this is about financial freedom. And so, if you want that, if you want to achieve your goals and your dreams, then contact us. This is a means to that end.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
So reach out to us. If we invited you to this call, please reach out to us. We are open to answer your questions. We know that you can have a lot because, like the name, it is very foreign.
Yes.
But I guess it didn't land. It didn't land. So
corny jokes 101.
Yeah.
You know where she got it from, right?
Where?
Rubbed off on her.
Oh, yeah.
It's all your fault, Kurt.
Right.
It's all you, Kurt.
His bad jokes been rubbing off.
Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come spend some time with us, and we appreciate it.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, we're going to see you on Tuesday.
Yes, see you
See you on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.